do you think is on the WWE Champion's mind?
Wow, what an impressive match. Is it too late for me to back out of WrestleMania?
Well, it seems like the champion's attitude hasn't improved since the last time we saw him.
If that's all you're gonna bring to the main event of WrestleMania, you might as well not even lace up your damn boots. You see this? This doesn't leave my waist unless I say it does. It's called the champion's advantage. If I get disqualified, I keep the title, and you get Jack. But I got a deal for you. You go to SmackDown this Friday night and send my ungrateful ex-protege Randy Orton a message. You pin him 1, 2, 3, and I'll make our title match a no DQ match. But if you screw up, you're not getting a damn thing from me, except the beating of your life at WrestleMania.
The game has offered his challenger a deal with the devil. Will he accept?
He's not a fool. If he's serious about winning at WrestleMania, this is just too good a deal to pass up. Here comes Orton. Oh my God! What an impact! This isn't right. I may not always agree with the motives of Randy Orton and Batista, but they're SmackDown superstars, and that's a SmackDown ring.
I can't believe Teddy Long would let a Raw superstar come to SmackDown like this and make his superstars look bad.
All right, Triple H, I've played your little game, and now I want what's coming to me. Way I figure it, we got some business to settle. And it's all about our title match at WrestleMania.
Fine with me. You know, I gotta admit, I didn't expect you to be able to handle Batista the way you did last week. And that chair shot to Orton was just priceless. And now I'm starting to regret making the offer that I made. But as you know, I'm a man of my word. So what's it gonna be, chump? When you step into the ring with the game for the greatest prize in this industry, in the biggest match of all time, what kind of match is it gonna be?
The match that was, King. Orton and Batista are going to be bringing some bruises back with them to SmackDown, that's for sure.
They went through the ringer, no doubt about it. Triple H has risked his champion's advantage at WrestleMania for the sake of teaching his former Evolution teammates a lesson. Talk about holding a grudge.
And now I have to wonder whether or not Triple H might have given up too much.
Oh my gosh!
Damn it, I knew it was too good to be true. Triple H is going after him with that damn sledgehammer.
Triple H is absolutely destroying his WrestleMania challenger with that sledgehammer.
This just isn't right. But considering his recent actions, there might be some unsympathetic SmackDown fans in the crowd.
Did he really think Triple H wasn't just waiting for his chance to do something like that? They're competing for the WWE title at WrestleMania this time.
It comes only once a year, the showcase of the immortal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of WrestleMania. I'm ready. The King is ready. And despite the events that transpired last week, you better believe that this superstar is ready for the fight of his life.
You know, JR, after what Triple H did to him with that sledgehammer on Monday, I can't believe he's even standing, let alone walking down the ramp for a title match at WrestleMania.
That's the fighting heart of a champion, King. You can't pass up an opportunity like this one. And I have to believe he's got some payback in mind for Triple H. WrestleMania as the WWE champion. But will he leave here tonight with his title. We've seen his maneuvering over the past few weeks in anticipation of this match. But you have to wonder if Triple H has lit a fire under his opponent that started to burn out of the game's control.
You're kidding, right? My money's on Triple H. I mean, let's face it. He suckered his opponent into running himself ragged doing his dirty work all month.
I hate to agree with that, King, but you might be right. Triple H knows he's injured, and now he's easy picking for the game.
He reversed it. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. He saw that one coming.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that...
We could have a pinfall here, JR. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown out of sight.
He countered that one perfectly. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat by when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver pain.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. What a counter!
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? And that is not the position you want to be in when you're facing the doctor of thugonomics.
It sure isn't, JR. The STFU is locked in, and you don't see many superstars get out of this one.
Look at this, King. He just stole his opponent's finishing maneuver.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He's
going for the pin. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're...
Look at this, JR. It's the Tag Team Champions. What are Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch doing out here?
I think it's obvious what they're up to, King. The champions have identified these two superstars as significant threats. And they're going to do everything in their power to protect their interests, the World Tag Team Championship. I cannot believe the viciousness we've seen from Trevor Murdoch. He and Cade had no business in the ring in the first place. And even so, that sourpuss really needs to get a grip. He absolutely lost all control of himself.
Oh, get down off your soapbox, JR. Nobody wins championship gold without having that aggressive streak. He's doing what it takes to hang on to those tag team titles.
It's Trevor Murdoch, and he's got a steel chair.
Hey, there's the bell. Lance Cade is disqualified.
And I don't think either Cade or Murdoch gives a damn. That was a setup, plain and simple.
And here comes the cavalry. Well, so much for the cavalry, I guess. Hey, maybe the cavalry needs a cavalry.
This is despicable. It's two men against one, and one of them's got a steel chair. How the hell can any human be expected to overcome those odds?
Sounds like to me he should have thought of that before coming out here.
This rivalry is getting bowling shoe ugly, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. What's going on? Where's Rob Van Dam? That's his music, but...
Hey, there's RVD, JR. But it doesn't look like he's planning on coming down to the ring.
When you're partners with someone, you expect they're gonna have your back when you're in trouble, you know? Last week, when I got my ass kicked by those two hicks, where were you, dude? You let a redneck with a chair stop you from helping me? Dude, that is really weak. I'll tell you what, though. If you want to keep teaming up with Mr. Monday Night, you better show me that you're a lot tougher than you look, and start now. You can take on those two guys that took me out all by yourself. Good luck.
I can't believe my ears. Did Rob Van Dam just walk out on his partner?
You heard right, JR. RVD has left the building, and right before a #1 contender match.
Whoa! Put the chairs down. Save it for the ring, tough guy.
My God! The Van Daminator! RVD drove that chair into the face of his partner. I can't believe what I'm seeing. What the hell has gotten into Rob Van Dam?
He's standing up for himself. His partner couldn't hold up his end of the team, and he cut him loose.
Hey, man, wait up a second. That right there was one hell of a match. Am I right? You know, HBK and I have been talking about our new group, and he said he's had his eye on you. And after what you just showed me in the ring, well, what do you think about joining up with us?
Did I just hear that right? Is Shelton looking to add a 4th member to their new stable?
And it sounds to me like Shawn Michaels has already approved the plan.
Look, man, you don't have to answer us right now. Take some time, think about it, and let us know by next week.
Can you imagine him with Shelton Benjamin, Shawn Michaels, and Gregory Helms as partners, King?
They'd be unstoppable. He'd have to be an idiot to turn that down.
He's trying to make peace with the Heartbreak Kid, King, but I'm not sure Shawn Michaels is having any of it.
Of course he isn't, JR. The showstopper has been around long enough to know that the minute he turns his back on someone like this, he's gonna get a chair across it. I don't think HBK is...
My God! Sweet chin music from out of nowhere!
Shawn Michaels saw right through his act. He wasn't gonna fall for it.
I hope HBK hasn't made a terrible mistake here, because that's one superstar you don't want to make an enemy of if you can help it.
Well, it looks like we're not taking on any more recruits after all. It's gonna be you, me, and the showstopper. Just the way we wanted it.
And man, am I happy about that. We both joined this gig to work with Shawn Michaels and get ahead. But there's only so much room under the learning tree. Me, you, and that other guy. Three's a crowd.
You're telling me. I'm just glad HBK believed my backstage attack story, because he was pretty set on bringing that jerk in.
Yeah, I think you convinced just about everybody. Now come on, put on that neck brace. We gotta go meet up with the boss.
Don't bother. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Shawn, what's up? We were, just talking about...
I know. I heard. Everything. You two are responsible for me attacking an innocent man. And why? Because I thought he'd attacked you, Greg, and you're hardly innocent yourself.
But...
Save it. I've got to go and try to make things right. And the three of us are gonna have a very long talk about this later.
I knew it! I knew it was a setup all along!
Oh, please. You believed everything Gregory Helms said, and so did HBK. But the question remains, how can Shawn Michaels atone for his actions last week?
Whoa, 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 easy there, big fella. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then what are you here for, Michaels? I told you I didn't want to have anything to do with you or your crew anymore.
Yeah, about my crew. Well, I think it's gonna be pretty short-lived. After that stunt they pulled with you, I broke up the band, so to speak. As a matter of fact, I'm the one who pushed for your match with Helms tonight, so you could get a little payback.
Am I supposed to be grateful for that? I mean, who's to say he's not the one that I want to pay back? Your footprint is still on my face.
Look, I understand why you're still hot about this, and all I can say is that I'm sorry for what I did 2 weeks ago. I hope you accept my apology, because if you do, I wouldn't mind getting a piece of Helms and Benjamin this Sunday at Vengeance. What do you say?
Are you saying you want me to team up with you? After everything that's happened?
Hey, we both got suckered, and we're both looking for a little revenge. Seems to be that a pay-per-view called Vengeance is the perfect place to find it, especially if it's in, well, let's say, a steel cage. Look, I'm not asking for an answer right now. Think about it and let me know after your match. Good luck.
Oh, man, a steel cage match this Sunday.
I don't know about you, JR, but I don't think I would trust a guy who's super kicked.
Stopping me, no!
Vengeance continues with a match I've been looking forward to all night, King. It's going to be a slobber knocker, a fatal four-way, steel cage match. And I wonder if Shelton Benjamin regrets trying to fool Shawn Michaels with that plan Shelton cooked up with that other brain surgeon, Gregory Helms.
Well, if he does, it's not going to do him any good now. That ship has sailed, and their faction is no more. As you can see from this every man for himself cage match.
And I think it's a damn shame, if you ask me. Had things gone differently, all four participants might have been working together here tonight at Vengeance, but clearly that was just not in the cards. I don't mean to let Shelton Benjamin off the hook here, but I'm quite frankly disgusted by the way Gregory Helms lied about an assault and attempted to bring someone for him. I expect better from our Raw superstar.
Oh, get off your high horse, JR. Helms had his reasons. He didn't want Shawn Michaels being distracted by a fourth member in their group. He did it because he wanted to learn from HBK.
Well, I get the feeling he'll be learning plenty from the Heartbreak Kid here tonight inside this solid steel cage. And I don't think he's going to like what's under the learning tree. Shawn Michaels is one of the most legendary and honorable superstars on the Raw roster, and he spared no effort to make things right once he realized he'd made a mistake.
Yeah, but Michaels is also a hot hit. That's exactly why he made the mistake in the first place. You'd think a superstar with his years of experience would see stuff like that coming by now.
The icon might not have made the wisest decision in the heat of battle, but to his credit, he attempted to make things right. Regardless, this grudge is going to be settled in a steel cage here at Vengeance. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business. You know, the Despite the fact that he spent a lot of his career on SmackDown and in WCW, Gregory Helms has actually turned out okay.
Okay? How can you say that, King? He's turned his back on his fans, and he doesn't care about anyone but himself.
And he's held about half a dozen different titles over his career, JR. Say what you will about his attitude, but you can't argue with success. What? Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
You gotta respect. Look at that, JR. He's looking to get the heck out of there. I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying.
It's 10 feet to the top of the cage, but it might as well be a mile when you're inside. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Whoops! There goes the referee.
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this match. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw.
Look out. You know where this is going.
A T-bone suplex. Nobody makes that move look better, JR. Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. You've got to move quickly if you want to get out of the cage. Whoops. Looks like this match is going to continue. It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He started climbing. If he makes it over the cage, he's won the match.
It's almost impossible to stop a superstar once they're that far up the cage.
So much for getting revenge here at Vengeance. He lost his chance at payback in front of the entire world live on pay-per-view.
It doesn't matter how much anger you come into the cage with. If you're hoping to beat 3 other superstars with bad intentions alone, you're in for a disappointment.
Boy, if that isn't the big king, and quite frankly, after a match like that, I don't think that any of these men will want anything to do with each other for some time to come.